Hey everybody, Jason with the Boat Center, and today I'm going to walk around the Gladiator 750 model. It's been a couple years since we've done another walk around on the Gladiator. As far as the boat's considered, nothing's really changed there with the boat, but War Eagle is now partnered up with Gator Tail Motors and now are offering the Gladiator package with the Gator Tail surface drives. We've ran two different options on this boat, the 37 and the 40. We've got the 40 horse on this one here. Pretty much everything that we have on hand right now is going to have the 40 XDR on it. Awesome motor. I'll kind of go through that a little bit more, and I'll just kind of do some more stuff with the boat. Just get a good walk around, get a good feel for how the boat's laid out, and then get some stuff on the water and kind of run around with it here as well. So going a little more in depth with the boat hull itself. So the boat is a 17.5 foot platform, and that's measuring from the tip of the duckbill to the back of the float pods. So your actual interior is closer to like a 16-foot boat. But what they do a little different than like their LDV models, what we're used to with their actual Mod Vs, is this is closer to a true flat. Still has their super aggressive strakes on the bottom for maneuverability, but on the bottom on the floor here you're going to see it's actually a lot flatter. There's no real angle or anything. It's a lot closer to a true flat from the look of the inside. On the sides you'll also see a little difference. So there's no ribs on the inside. So the ribs with the LDVs adds its structural support going up to the gunnel top. With the Gladiator they've changed that and went to a different style gunnel top. By changing that, the accessories that are associated with the Gladiator are kind of exclusive to it just because it's a different angle here. But by adding that, it adds rigidity and strength so they don't have to do the ribs on the inside of the boat. And it does kind of open up a little bit more. They're actually able to splay out the sides a little bit. So, it's not based off of a true 648 platform. It's closer to like a 1650 on the inside, but then, splays out a little bit more. So it just feels a little bit bigger. But it keeps that boat to a manageable length, manageable size when you're by yourself. That's kind of a big thing with this one here that I've always touched on with customers is, this boat, you can run it by yourself, you can get it beached, you can get it buried, and you can manage to get this thing out of the hole when you need to because of its size. But still big enough to throw 3 in here and gear and a dog and get up and go. So going to the side here, we're going to have the same mud motor handrail that we're used to on the Gladiator model. Big turn knob here on the side, and then you can just very simply loosen that up and then angle your handrail wherever you want it to be. So basically you got a driving position here, loosen up when you get to where you're going to hunt, drop it down here in the bottom so it doesn't get in the way of the blind if you get a flip over style or the two-fold style. So going over here to the gun box side of things, it's a little bit different than what we'd have went through before. They went back to their normal, flip up style instead of the side latch system. It's a little bit easier getting to your stuff this way. Still big enough. This one's a 60-inch box, so still big enough to get a gun in here, or just get the stuff that you want to keep dry throughout the day and not get mud on. So coupled with the 60-inch gun box, the Gladiator is also going to have the front deck storage here, and this is going to go all the way to the side here on the right and all the way to the side over here on the left. You got about, if you want to say, about 15 inches deep here, and then obviously goes to the floor of the boat. So I want to just kind of go over the motor just a little bit here. There's some few things that are maybe a little bit different, a little more exclusive to the Gator Tail side of things that are actually pretty darn slick. First things first, without a doubt, being able to run your throttle and trim at the same time is, almost exclusive to the Gator Tail side of things. A lot of them have a bigger paddle up here, and it makes it really difficult to run your throttle as well as trim at the same time while you're running. You can run it both ways here, with the Gator Tail side of things. Not only that, your hand is protected inside here. When it gets cold out, it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a windbreak too. So it is kind of protected in here if you're going through brush or anything like that. You don't have to worry about hitting your hand on sticks as you're going through or anything like that. Dropping over here to the shift switch, you're going to have forward, neutral, and reverse. And this switch, the toggle, is also protected by this little piece here. So again, going through brush or anything, you're not going to have to worry about hitting that. So for any other questions, feel free to go to our website at theboatcenter.com. We've got 2 different locations, one in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, one in Ramsey, Minnesota. Give us a shout, go over any questions got with you, and super happy to take you out on a test drive as well. We've got boats rigged up at all times that we can get on the water and help you get a good feel for what the Gladiator is all about.